Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with some more RimWorld today. And this is the Hussars and Highmates colony. And we are taking a nice close look at the latrines. As you can see, we've got some fecal sludge here. It's starting to build up quite a bit. And if you just tuned in for the first time, there is a hidden dumping zone. Where did I put that? There it is. So we've hidden it so we don't see it as much. But they will take those buckets of sludge out here, and then we order them to kick the sludge over, and it just goes off into oblivion down here where Hutch is at. Hutch, what the hell are you doing? What is this man doing? Gathering wake up. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's right. We just had ourselves the conclusion of a nice little raid right here. As you can see, Randy hit us with a 201 raid, but our Hussars handled it quite nicely. In fact, Hutch is out here gathering up the spoils of war. Now, unfortunately, we're almost at the point where we're down to... What is she doing? Oh, she's hunting. We're down to almost one active Hussar right now because our girl Strong right here, the one we're looking at, yeah, she's pretty heavily pregnant. In fact, why is she outside of the zone? Oh, I didn't set her to the right zone, that's why. Okay, so Shay and Strong are now going to be limited to a zone we set up in the last episode. It's pretty rough and crude. Once I get the walls fully constructed, this zone will be filled out a lot nicer and stuff. But you can kind of get an idea. I just want them to stay right inside the colony. They have access to everything they need right here, including a nice little telescope that we got for this. So we constructed the Terror Building or something like that. It's a very terrible looking building, but that's now we're surrounding it with some steel just to protect it a little bit, but from fire. Obviously, it's a wooden structure, although we ran out of steel, so that's okay though. Hutch, like I said, he's picking up some stuff. Then he'll get to his mining duties, I hope. Let's check that off. Make sure that's a number 1. Reduce that. Okay, yeah. Now, I do have some animals to be hunted. Wildlife, I should say. We got one left. Let's close that off for now. The only reason I was hunting them was so we could get some winter clothing. But you can see we don't have that notification anymore. Need warm clothes. But we're in the middle of summer. It gives you the warning nice and early, though, because we are here in a boreal forest, as you can see. I do love the boreal forest quite a bit. It's a nice type of map. You don't have to worry about overheating or anything like that very much. And typically, it's much easier to refrigerate things. So, I mean, right now we're using individual refrigerators anyway, so it's not a big deal. But we've got a nice little setup going. And, as you might have noticed, Shepard is actually capturing one of these people here. Of course, our Highmates don't fight, but they're both excellent doctors. Well, middling doctors. They're going to be excellent at some point. But right now, they need people to practice on. So we're going to get one of these folks healed up. I'm not trying to take on like 3 or 4 prisoners right now. Just the one is going to do it for us. I don't want a whole bunch of issues with prison breaks and things like that. So I'm not even too concerned about, like, we're not capturing this person, converting him. Like I said, he's basically just here for a little bit of medical training. Then we're going to release him. Let's see, what's his faction? The Mace Brigands. Yeah, so he's a pirate that we can't do anything with. In terms of our faction influence, we won't get anything, in return for releasing him. But we are going to. I'm trying to do like a positive, morally just and good colony here. Despite the Hussars, they're just here as strongmen. They don't have to be evil, you know what I'm saying? Despite their piercing red eyes. I wonder what the stars look like through red eyes like that. Okay, well, speaking of the piercing red eyes of our Hussars, it's time to get our Go Juice production up and running. I don't want to run out of this stuff. Now, of course, in this scenario, if you want, you can check the description below. There's a link to this exact scenario, or you can tweak it a little bit too. But I included quite a bit of Go Juice to start us off with, and I just didn't want to run out. I want our Hussars to go into like a catatonic state. So with that said, we're above what we need to have for right now, but we won't last forever. So let's go ahead and get this neutronamine and the bulk yayo started. I've got a shelf here. Once this shelf is built out of granite, I'm going to make both of these ingredients the only things that are put in that shelf, just so it's super efficient. They can go back and forth. And let's see, do I have this set properly? This one should be set to not only hold food ingredients, but let's go into the plant matter, and we will set it for neutro flower petals and the psychoid leaves. So this is what we make neutroamine out of, by the way. So they shouldn't store that on the ground anymore. In fact, I probably need to set up a little freezer for the hay. I just slapped in some hay, no, not thinking about it too much. Figured we'd get some kibble going at some point. Let's see here. Yeah, let me set up a little order for some kibble. I'm not going to have them use good meat. We'll do something like insect meat and things of that nature. Oh boy, well, we were just digging out some of the last scraps of steel from this particular spot. And check it out, we got ourselves a bulk goods trader. Let's jump to location. Oh, nice. So it's a, yeah, industrial colony. They're not tribal. Here they come. I've got my little trading spot right here under this bush. Yeah, no, that's the caravan hitching spot. That's the drop spot. That's the trading spot. There we go. It used to be just a square, but this particular mod is just called trading spot, and all it does is allows you to add where you want your traders to show up and hang around. So it's pretty helpful, actually. At some point, I'll probably move it in a little closer away from where this wall is going to be, but it's okay there for now. The only issue is these guys are probably going to walk inside here and use this table whenever they get hungry, so they're going to make it kind of dirty, but that's okay. We won't worry about that right now. Let's just grab old shepherd here. He's sowing some plants. Let's get him to trade, see what these folks have. If they've got some steel, I'm definitely interested, although it's kind of a waste to buy steel right now at this point because we're so limited resources, but we've got some extra stuff we can probably sell. And let's take a look. Where's a boy? Okay, how much did we end up with? Total 228. You know, it's not the most that I've ever seen, but let's go ahead and do some trading here real quick. Okay, well, here we go. I didn't manage to trade him any of those garbage weapons that we picked up, but we'll need probably a weapons dealer for those. Nonetheless, we did end up with a decent amount of steel, and I'm going to be getting a little silver off him too. Now, I had to sell him 50 kebabs to like push us over the top, but I don't like selling food this early, but I will, especially when we've still got like 82 of them. Yeah, there's 82 kebabs sitting there. Please put those away. I'm going to actually... I did have him dropping those, but since the freezer's right next to him, I'm going to change that so that those get put into the freezer as soon as he's done. Just take him an extra moment or two. Now, we don't have a lot set up here, do we? I should probably get an order for some Psychite tea. Oh, that's right. We can't do it until I get the research taken care of. Right now we're working on smithing, trying to get up to machining, and then gunsmithing and stuff for mortars and gun turrets just to make this place, you know, nice and secure. But I might have to make a detour for some Psychite tea. See, I'm so used to playing tribals that I forget. Not everybody has the knowledge of how to brew this mysterious herb called Psychite. Okay, well, it's official. Fall has begun. It's the 1st of September. I finally figured out how to say it after giving it much consideration. And if we'll go, let's warp out to the world map here real quick, and let's take a peek at our terrain tile. So if we click the terrain, we can see 30 of 60 days. So technically the growing season ends on the 6th, but it does vary just depending on the weather. Sometimes if you get a cold snap, it'll end sooner, or if it just happens to be an unseasonably warm year, you know, it'll be a little bit later. But oh, that's quest, ship to the stars. We're not worried about that one just yet. I'm trying to do as many quests as I can, though. I do enjoy the quests. And I have gone in case you missed it, and turned off all the goodwill. So anybody who sends us a quest will send us with 3 treasure options, or 3 item options, whatever you want to call it. So instead of goodwill. Now the only exception is the Empire will send us some honor, because we've got Shay at freeholder status. So she's completed the one single quest here. And I'm not really in a big rush to get her up right now. Obviously, just getting the colony established, getting all the floors laid down, that's the important part, you know. But no, we definitely want to be able to supply her with the throne room and everything she wants to be the best royalty pawn we can get. Now, it's going to be a little weird having a non-violent pawn as our caster essentially, but maybe it won't be too bad. We can't pick what size she ends up getting, but maybe she'll get some good defensive stuff, possibly. Who knows? It'll be real interesting, like I said, to see that. I am super interested, too, to see what the children are going to be like right here. I still haven't inspected the baby genes. Not for this first batch of kids. I'd like to just kind of be surprised, but you can see her little stork symbol here indicating she's pregnant is flashing red. So Strong is ready to go here any moment. Yeah, in fact, we did get the warning last episode, so I'm really hoping both of them have their kids back to back here. We've got the cribs all set up. Of course, we might want to throw an extra latrine in, don't you think? I don't know, maybe 2 is enough. I'm also going to have to start thinking about plumbing here at some point. Oh, so much to do with the Dub's bad hygiene, but we also have a nice school set up here ready for our kids, and we got 3 blackboards, so they're fully maxed out here. I'm telling you, I am prepared for this colony. Now, a few people have commented that the generational idea might not work unless we get some fresh blood, you know. I assume, I don't know why, I just didn't think about, like, interbreeding, if you that's what you want to call it. Nicely put. It didn't occur to me. I think because the animals, whenever you have animals, that's not a concern. You know, you can just have kids breed with kids, but I've never tried it with the pawns, so I don't really know. Another person commented and asked about if pawns can have twins. And I've never experienced it, but apparently they can, but it's super rare. Someone else down in the comments replied with that. So very interested to see. Maybe that'll happen. Who knows? But we do have our fertility set up all the way. Now, I don't really know if that encourages twins or triplets or whatever, but it certainly encourages pregnancy chance. So maybe we'll get lucky this time around. Like I said, I haven't looked at either one of them. Not yet. Oh, you know what I realized? We don't have to do anything hostile with this prisoner, but perhaps we can, convert him to the duality of man, show him the true way, the true ideology, even though it's completely underdeveloped and we haven't done much with it yet. But so when we release him, maybe he'll go back to his pirate brethren and spread the good word, right? Okay, and speaking of which, there he goes. He is fully healed, released, converted. Time to get him out of here. Randy just sent us a rat. Thank you so much, Randy. We're going to go ahead and butcher that boy up, but let's put him here in our home zone. I should probably get a few more things hunted. Since we're into the fall, we've got plenty of corn and a nice stash of rice. I think we're going to be able to get through the winter. Obviously, at some point, we'll run out. But I don't think this is going to be quite enough to get through the full season. We'll see, though. Like I said, a lot of it just depends on the seasonality and the weather. But we've got almost, just about 100, a little bit more than 100 meals here. The grilled kebabs, in case you guys missed it, these are, I guess you would consider them not the top tier, but middling. What is it? Simple, fine, and lavish, so they would be fine meals, I assume, equivalent to. They're provided by the VGP, but the cool thing about them is they actually do increase metabolism and manipulation. So when our people have eaten some of these, it'll show up in their health. There it is, ate a fine meal. Yeah, it's equivalent to fine garden meal. Well fed, so now they have digestion, blood pumping. Well, that's interesting. Got something slightly different, but that's okay. No matter what, they're getting some sort of bonus from the food. There's the little poor rat. It seems like Randy always sends at least one rat to a newly established colony. He's a real sweetheart like that. Oh boy, here we go, guys. Strong is in labor. It's happened. I've just set up the event, so they're all heading there. She's moving slowly, very slowly. Let's snap over to the main colony here. Boom, here we are. You can see everybody's rushing around. They're all invested here except for Hutch. He's working still. He's working diligently, but the other 2 are part of it. I guess the rat's part of it too. She didn't have enough time to get in there and butcher it, so the rat will be present for the birth. But let's see here. You know what I'm going to get Hutch to do is clean this room. Get over there, buddy. I don't think it's super dirty, but man, oh man, I hope Strong can make it. She's super slow. I'm going to speed it up to a 4. Is Shay sick? She looks like she's vomiting. Oh, she's pregnant. Yeah, she's got morning sickness. Duh. All right, let's get Hutch in here to clean this place again. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at Strong. That's the true testament of a Hussar woman right there. She's able to just straight up walk to the, while she's in labor, she's able to just straight up walk to the hospital. So, all right, it's almost time. Here we go. Boom. Healthy child. There it is. It's a little blue house. Highmate baby. Look at it. Oh, baby strong. What's the bio on it? Of course, psychically deaf, kind, delicate. Okay. Took on the traits of its father to a T, right? No. Psychically deaf. Oh, that's one of the traits of the mother. Kind and delicate came from the dad. So it did inherit some traits from the mom, some from the dad. All right, let's look at the high. Oh, it's a hybrid xenotype. So I do have a special mod installed just for this. So the Hussars and Highmates can actually combine traits. Let's see what we ended up with here with this little baby strong. Oh, she's female too, by the way. Super fast wound healing. Amazing. That's Hussar. Psychically deaf. Hussar. Very happy. Predisposed to optimism. Not at all inclined to think negatively. Cold tolerant. Heat weakness. Well, guess what? That's perfect. We're living in the perfect spot for her. Partial antitox lungs. Interesting. I assume that's probably... Yeah, partial antitox, that comes from the mom. Hyper aggressive, we know where that comes from. Kind, hyper aggressive yet kind. So just don't get on her bad side. Delicate, oh wow. Very attractive, oh man. Long haired, okay. Standard body, snow white hair, blue skin. Great melee. Awful plants, awful animals. Great social. Violence disabled. Wait. No, seriously? Oh, dang it. So, short hair. Wait, okay, so we got short hair. Is this like a Oh, it's overridden by hyper aggressive. It's like this one says short hair, but it's overridden by long hair, thin body over. No way, that's amazing. So, it's there, but I'm not sure if she'll be able to fight and stuff. Obviously, she's a little young. But we are going to set the baby to attack mode, just in case. But, man, that is so amazing. Regardless, even if she's non-violent, she'll just be like her dad. She'll learn from Pa like that. But we're going to give her a time. We'll name her here in a second. Oh, Shepherd, put your baby somewhere safe, please. Yes. Wonderful. The baby is here. So we should definitely go into our schedule. I can take strong off this restriction. Now, Shay is due any day now, guys. She hasn't initiated the birth stage yet, or the labor or whatever, but I'm hoping for that to happen, like I said, any day now. Aw, check this out. Shay, the dutiful doctor, is feeding the mother strong while she's incapacitated, just briefly. I'm sure it won't take too long. I'm just so overjoyed that we've got our first baby here. Oh man, needs to be fed and stuff. Protest playing, getting mother to breastfeed. Let's just play with him for now. I want to make sure everybody's set to childcare. Okay, yeah, childcare is the #1 priority. That's all right. Strong. Now I'm interested with Strong being the mother. Oh, she does have it. I was going to say, I don't think she can, but she can. Okay, we can set it to a 1, so she'll still be able to breastfeed. It's going to be very low. That's interesting. I think this was disabled before she had her kid. I'll have to go back and look at that and check, but I might be wrong. Oh, look at that. He got the toys and stuff. Oh, that's amazing. Shepherd played with the baby. Okay, well, I just realized that if this doesn't work, if Strong for every reason, I mean, maybe she doesn't feed him that much because she really sucks at that skill, we're going to need some baby food. Now, I came to that realization a little bit late, but I've got Shepherd here. He's feeding the baby something. I don't know what he's got that he's feeding him. Maybe. Oh, we do have some baby food. Where'd he come up with that? Huh. Anyway, I just set the order, literally, so... Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, did we get a drop? That's right. Randy dropped us a bunch of baby food. There it is. Oh my gosh, I got to get this put away. Spoils in 4 freaking hours. Hold your horses there, Randy. That totally slipped my mind. But that's amazing. So we've got it. Yeah, let's get that stashed. In fact, where's our boy? Hutch. I know you're not going to help. Oh my God, he's so far away. I know you're not helping with the baby, my friend. But all right, Shay's a little closer. She's just... oh, Shepherd's going to do it? All right, well, I tell you what. You need to get over here and... Oh, She can't slaughter animals. She's incapable of violence. Oh, so she's the only handler we got. I guess I'm gonna have to set Hutch to do the slaughtering. She'll do everything else. She'll milk them, she'll train them, but she won't slaughter the rat. That's hilarious. I never realized that. Another beautiful night here at the colony. We have five, officially five. Oh, unless he just got up. Here it is, all five colonists. Look at Hutch out there looking at the universe. Let's go ahead and slaughter this rat up when you're done there, buddy. That's the first time Leslie's got up since her baby. And what's she going to go do? She's going to clean some dirt and then rest again. What a dutiful mother. Oh boy, look at this. Well, I mentioned cold snap and it has just hit. So we've got a cold snap. Now here in the, I want to call it the tundra for some reason. It's not tundra. The boreal forest, we've got to be very, very quick because the temperature will drop so quick that all this stuff's going to just go bad. Now Shay is literally about to go into labor. I don't know why I zoomed in there, but you can see the red stork is flashing for her too. So, you know what's interesting here is, and I'm sure many of you know this, but the heel root is okay. It can be left throughout the winter. So we've got 13 here, 31 now. It will stop growing, obviously, but it won't die from the cold. And at some point, since it's fairly close, I could probably get in there and harvest it. But everything else will die. So I'm going to get our boy out here, Shep. Let's get Shay. I'm going to force her to do the labor here. Actually, let's force her to harvest these. Yeah, that's more valuable right now. We got tons of food, so that's okay. You know, during the off season like this, it just gives our people a chance to catch up on drug making and doing research and stuff. So, yep, see, it's already dying away. Drops real quick. Damn. Well, we ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. Look at that. It just literally clears it. Dang. Wow, that was fast. I do have it at max speed right now. Oh, this is strong. I thought it was Shay for a second. The notification's a little bit late here, but that's okay. It gives us a chance to name the baby. So first name, what should we go with for a girl? Now, the first boy in our colony is already reserved for one of my Discord members. We'll save that as a surprise. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe Shay's baby is the one. But for the first female, maybe we'll just go with one of my Patreon members. So we'll call this one Lady Viz. Here, there we go. And nickname is, we'll just call her Lady V. There we are. Accept. Very nice. So let's slow it down just a bit here. Like I said, I was going at maximum speed, which is good sometimes, but don't want to miss the labor. Okay, we got plenty of baby food. That's excellent. Let's get all this stuff brought in. It'll be nice and preserved out here because of the cold, but of course, that won't last forever. Being unroofed and unhoused, it's just going to go bad at some point. So we're bringing all that in. Very good. Well, I don't want the rocks. Okay, well, check this out. I mentioned doing as many quests as I could, and honestly, I missed this one. When it popped up, I didn't notice. I was probably absorbed in talking or something. Maybe some of you guys caught it there, but I did get the notification here. Says expires in 8 hours. So let's take a quick peek at Will. He's a genie. Interesting. Now, like I said, I'm open to the idea of maybe taking on another female Hussar or female housemate, or Highmate, sorry. Maybe even the male gender too. We'll see. We do need some new blood, but not genies. We're not accepting anybody that's non-housemate Hussar. I'm sorry, Highmate. For whatever reason, I can't get those two straight. But nonetheless, here we go. This is probably what I'll accept is the medicine here. We just have to keep a prisoner, 58-year-old recruiter for 16 days. I think that'll be okay. Doesn't have blood rot or anything. I wish that she had paralytic abasia, which would keep her in bed, but she doesn't. So I think what we'll probably do is get up an actual bed here. I'm going to make it out of granite. There's a reason for that. In fact, let's get them all set up with granite beds. So normally when you make a bed for a colonist, you want to make it out of wood or steel, because it's more comfortable. Imagine sleeping in a wooden bed versus a solid granite bed. Not much give, not much bend or anything in the bed there. But what you do with prisoners is you make them sleep in stone beds like this, so they sleep for longer. They need to stay in bed longer to achieve as much rest as you would, in a wooden bed for shorter time. So, in other words, that keeps them from plotting and scheming prison breaks and whatnot. So, that's the theory behind that. Again, it's a very, very small amount of time, but nonetheless. And so, if you've got nothing but wood or steel, just go ahead and make them out of that. Like I said, the time is pretty small, but it's a little bit of min-maxing you can do if you really want to get detailed about things. Okay, well, there's the prisoner. They dropped her right in front of the door, which is good. Oh, temperature's bad in here. Oh, crap. Crap. You know what? We're going to set up a fireplace then in here. I'll get this going. Is it really that cold? Yep, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Man, oh man. I might have to get these all going then, just to keep this temperature up. No worries, no big deal for our colonists. We're suited out, but obviously I can't capture this prisoner till I get that figured out. So let's go into temperature. And just temporarily, we're going to set up a campfire here because I don't think... Oh, I do have the steel and components. Do I have the components? Yeah, so it'll just take a while to get that built. Real quick, though, Leslie, before you drink, I'd like you to prioritize this campfire. Get that built. Boom. Okay, now it should be safe to capture. Not yet. Let's let this room get a little bit warmer, and then we should be able to capture Middleton before she gets up and starts escaping. Oh, also I just realized probably the issue is that there's no bed. Yeah, that's probably what it is, not the temperature. Oh boy. All right, at least I figured it out in time, huh? All right, now we can capture her easily. There we go. Oh boy, here we go. Well, we've got ourselves an exotic goods trader. The prisoner is awake, and Shay is going into labor. She's in a perfect spot for it, too. Hutch, yep, Hutch is involved in this one. He's the daddy. So let's get them going. It's going to take a lot of our labor is going to be put in hold here while these two are observing, but no big deal. Hopefully it won't take her too long. And look at Strong over here, tending to her little baby, Lady B. And of course, what's this? Oh, another quest available. Has a special request. Someone dumped abundance of toxic waste packs. Oh, I don't know. Dang, this is such a good item. Range shield belt, good. Or the 10, dang. Okay, we'll worry about that down the road. Let's stay focused here on the baby. And, man, oh man. Yeah, right now, oh, here comes the trader. I was going to say both of our Highmates are kind of tied up at the moment. Shepard being the doctor. Look at how far Hutch is standing away. He's like, nothing can scare this man. No battle, no enemy can frighten him, except for the little baby right there coming out of his wife. But nonetheless, we're going to speed things up, and I'll bring you guys back here for the glorious last moment. Oh, whoa, something just happened. It said Shay's labor was canceled. I didn't do that either. Is she pregnant? Still? What? Did she have a miscarriage, possibly? It didn't say it. No, it just canceled it for whatever reason. Maybe she got up because she had to eat or something. And there's still plants out there dying. Alright, we're going to stick here and closely watch this. That was the weirdest thing. I've never experienced that before, but I wish I would have caught it. I was just doing this right here, just waiting, and it just canceled it, and she got up. Okay, we've got ourselves a new baby. It worked this time. Thank God. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Look at it. It's a nice little pale skin baby, just like the dad. Come over here, Hutch. What are you doing? He's consuming some kebabs. He's starving. He's starving. That's okay. So let's take a quick peek here. Oh, look. There's no option to attack. Oh, let's take a quick peek at the baby's xenotype. It's a hybrid, of course. Oh, its traits are only kind. That's interesting. You know, that reminds me that these are genetic traits, obviously. We'll get to pick some for this little kid growing up. Oh, it's a boy, too. All right, we're going to name him here shortly. But, I don't know. Will we get to pick extra traits? Will this kid potentially have 6 traits now? We'll find out down the road. You better believe it. But, all right, hybrid. What did we end up with? Size sensitive, partial antitox. That's from Dad. Violence disabled. There it is, and it's not overridden. So he is a non-violent pawn, just like mom. And kind instinct, reduced pain, very attractive, long-haired, thin body, dark reddish hair. Interesting. Sheer white skin. Oh, that's a housemate, high mate trait as well, I believe. Grayless beard. Awful mining, awful plants, awful animals, awful social. Oh no, a high mate who's like antisocial. And these are disabled here, these three. Wow. So definitely a very different child than Lady V, but that is pretty amazing. So I said we're going to name him. I'm going to wait until the actual prompt comes up here. I think we do it a little too early. I don't know. Will it work? Well, let's just give it a try. So we're going to name him Buddy. There it is. There it is. Like I said, after one of my Discord members. Now, Buddy, I believe, said it's pronounced in his native country of Germany, Deutschland, as Booty. Booty, I think, is how he said. The emphasis is kind of on the U there. I'll probably end up just calling it Buddy, my friend, but that's just because of my own personal accent. Nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. It was a pretty momentous one, no doubt about it. We've got a lot more to go, though, so thank you for joining me. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content so far. Sub to the channel if you haven't done so, and share the video around to help it grow, guys. I appreciate you all out there, and I will see you on the next one.